Good morning, everybody. All right, this is a day in the cooking in my makeshift kitchen. It's a little bit messy right now. I didn't do the dishes last night. That's a little hard. We only have a bathroom sink right now, and so it's a bit of a process. I gotta wipe it out with a paper towel and get all the bits off. And sometimes I gotta, like the large pots, I gotta scrub it and then toss the water outside and then scrub it again and then toss the water, and just a lot of back and forth. But anyway, we've got a toaster oven. We have an induction burner. We have a Chemex coffee maker, which I'm about to use. And we've got an Instant Pot. And that's what we're cooking with here. That's it. And we can make a lot of stuff with that. So that's been pretty cool. But it's coffee time. It's Chemex, you say? That sounds kind of weird. It's not a chemistry experiment. It is the only way to make coffee, really. It's this little glass beaker. And you take these really nice, big, robust filters. I didn't know this for the first few years I used this, but so when you unfold it, you've got a side that has like 3 layers, and you've got a side that has 1 layer. Pro tip, put the side with the 3 layers. You see how this has got like a little pouring notch? Put the thick part right into the notch, center that, and it'll keep it from releasing air and splashing stuff all over the place. Sometimes it would splash and sometimes it wouldn't. I was like, what is happening? And I finally Googled it and figured it out. The coffee we get is local. This is Trager Brothers coffee. This stuff is awesome. I never really got into the like designer coffee trend, and which tells us that like if you roast it any more than light to medium, that you're ruining the coffee. I completely disagree. I think dark roast is the way to go. It's like chocolatey, like thick. It's meaty. It's got a lot of flavor. Love it. So these guys do great coffee, and they ship. So you could definitely order some and try some if you want to. Highly recommend. So Christina likes super weak coffee, and fill it up. So it's a pour over. That's all it is. Wait for that to brew. Got the mug. This stuff is great if you can't have dairy, which Christina cannot. Got this all done, and in we go. That's coffee for one. Poison ivy I had last week is almost gone. It was pretty gross, but it didn't take that long, actually. I read like 3 weeks. That sounded terrible, but no. 10 days, 7 days, 8 days, 9 days, something like that. It's kind of losing track of days. So I like a stronger, more flavorful coffee than Christina does. And so I put a little bit in, and then I fill the whole thing with water. You'll notice as the coffee drains, like the stuff at the top is no longer saturated with water. It just stays on the filter. So if you only put a little bit in and then fill the whole thing with water, not all the coffee is going to saturate evenly. And it's going to be a weaker coffee, which is how she likes it. That's cool. But for me, I'm going to fill it all about halfway. And then when it's done draining, I'm going to fill it again and just soak all the coffee beans into the water evenly again. And it gets almost like a second soak of it. And you get more of you get all the coffee beans in there, imparting their flavor into the coffee. I like cream, so I'm gonna use regular cream. I can have dairy, lucky me, but a little goes a long way. All right, cheers. Much like hobbits have second breakfast, we have second coffee, or Christina does anyway. Sometimes I do, but I'm just gonna drop this off. Here's the finished portion, or not finished, but relatively finished portion. This is the living room area. We've been having some fires in the fireplace in late April, which is kind of crazy. And I've got some stuff over here. But it's kind of messy. This is not HD TV. And we've also finished our upstairs. Quote unquote finished. Again, messy, but what you gonna do? Hello.
It's COVID times. Hello.
Second coffee?
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is the rigmarole for doing dishes. And just to be clear, I'm not complaining about any of this. This is great. We're very lucky to be here. There's a lot of positives to being here. It's just like a tiny little inconvenience of not having a kitchen sink or really any sort of kitchen counters or anything. But we're doing really well with it. But it's just a little bit of a rigmarole to do simple things that I didn't even used to think about, which was just like, okay, take the plate, scoop it into the garbage disposal. Now I've got to be a little bit more careful because I can't have anything going down the drain. It's going to clog the bathroom sink, and you don't want really anything going into a septic tank anyway. So here's what I'm doing. So I've got to get all the physical bits into the trash can. All right, phase 2. Into the bathroom. It's a tight squeeze in here. Cooked sausage in here last night, and this is the bit that I got to do the back and forth, so let's do that. It barely fits. And then we're back inside now that all the solids are out. Just gotta finish scrubbing it. All right, that's cool. I got you. Time for Mango's breakfast. Here you go, Mango. This has become a morning ritual. Every morning, some pets, some cat food. Supposedly, outdoor cats usually get about one meal outside per day, like a mouse, bird, whatever. So we're just feeding her once, but it's become our little morning ritual after coffee. All right, it's tea time.
I think that. Hello, tea delivery service. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we've got second coffee, we've got first tea. It's kind of the mid-morning area, so this is my time to train. And I put up a whole video about what I'm doing. I've got a very minimalist program going. You can check it out right up there. Here's tea number 2.
that she will is that, like, you know, the issue with, like, not acknowledging your team is mostly Gabe keeps filming himself delivering me tea, as I swear, like, virtue signaling that he is, like, the best husband in the world, which of course he is, but I'm like, why does it need to be captured on film?
Because it's just accuracy. I'm just after accuracy. This is day in the life. I'm just showing people what we do.
He's doing a day in the life vlog, and, like, he's literally been, like, so attentive with the tea, which he always is. But, like, where's the towel to show Mary that you're, like, my waiter?
She's not on video. She has no camera.
She could see me if I turned my camera on.
Uh-huh.
And this is, of course, Mary, like, on a Friday when I look, like, terrible. Like, this is, like, I look awful, and I, like, should be, like, you know, looking my best to be on video, and I look the worst I've looked all week.
False.
See? Virtue signaling. Best husband ever. Okay.
I don't think the size of that cup, you know.
It's enormous, isn't it? Here, I'll turn on the video so at least you can see Gabe doing whatever he's doing.
She's very hydrated.
See this?
But that thing takes the whole thing.
I know. Look at it. It's like the size of my head.
You can't even see me.
Yeah, because Gabe was like, I only drink from giant mugs. Like, this is, I was like, can't we just get like 12 ounce mugs? He's like, no, we need like 20 ounce mugs. And then he got these things. It's like hard to lift. It's like an exercise, like just lifting it up and down.
Okay, we're gonna do breakfast. It's time for a breakfast. It's 11 o'clock right now. We usually have 2 meals a day. We have eggs between like 11 and 12, and then we have dinner like around 6 or 7. Sometimes we're hungry, we don't have another meal, but that's usually it. And I'm just gonna make some eggs, some toast, peanut butter and jelly, and that'll be it. What I'm using here, I've got a cast iron pan. I'm gonna put that on the induction burner. The induction burner is pretty cool. It's using magnetic fields to excite the molecules of the pan itself. And you have to have, so how do you know if you're using the right pan? If a magnet sticks to the bottom, you're good. And it certainly sticks to the cast iron. And I don't have to be super vigilant about cleaning it. I've been trying to build up the patina just by scraping it and making sure that it's free of debris as much as possible. So I use a little bit of bacon fat, scrambled up some eggs, toast the bread, slather it with peanut butter and jelly, and up it goes. Such good bread. Get it from this place called Hat Creek. It is sourdough. It is awesome. Just got a little mold on the outside. And this is a gluten-free plain bagel for Christina. For the eggs, we got these from a local farm from Double H. It's the first time I'm trying them. We've been getting them from a friend of ours over at Spindle Hill Farm. It's just our backyard eggs. They are awesome. They're the best. Super dark, rich, orange yolks. Really, really tasty. We're going to give these a try, see what they're like today. We've also gotten polyface eggs. We're very fortunate to have that close by. But we're eating them like almost every day now, which is very unusual for us. We don't usually do that. And I'm aware that sometimes people can develop sensitivity to eggs. They eat them regularly for too long a period. So this phase is going to end at some point, but why not? I mean, it's inexpensive, it's easy, it's tasty. Why not?
Check that out. So this is, I'm going to do a country scramble. I'm just going to scramble it all up.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Is food ready?
Food is almost ready.
Yay! Oh, no, am I getting my bagel?
Yeah.
Yay, bagel day! What are we waiting for?
Bagel.
All right.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So today, Christina finished up a little bit early. It's Friday.
Woo!
It's
So it's like around 1:30, and we're gonna go get a walk in while it's not raining, and we're gonna run some errands in Waynesboro.
Good times.
Hello.
Hi.
That's where we live. Can you point to it? You know where it is?
Over there?
Yeah. No, you had it right the first time.
There?
Yep. Way back up there in the fold. That's
And
our.
this little bit, yeah, that part, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. It looks cool over there.
It does.
Just gotta pick a place to live. That's where I want to live.
Yeah.
So it's good that I live there. But
Is it we're walking on grass. We're not walking on sidewalks and pavement. We have a circuit near a house in Alexandria. We saw a sidewalk. So it's all really hard. This is much nicer on the legs and feet. Mm-hmm. All the yellow wildflowers.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. 2 chairs to look at your donkeys, as one does. There goes a bluebird. Yeesh. It's all over this tree. Forest cabbage.
I love ferns.
Lots of forest cabbage. Here we are, Waynesboro. Bustling town of 25,000, right?
I think so. Wonderful Waynesboro.
Just hit up the Sharp Shopper.
Discount grocery store.
Pretty awesome.
Lots of old people there today. Friday is old people day, I guess.
Good God, the frogs are going berserk here. What you doing, Mako? All right, it's 5 o'clock on Friday. Just got back from running our errands, and it's happy hour time. I'm gonna do a little trivia with some work people from Christina's work. So let's go do that.
Who killed Dumbledore was the first question.
Nice. Snape.
Jason's like, who's Dumbledore? What kind of weapon is a falchion?
Okay, question 3.
Final episode of MASH.
That could be. That could be.
The 4th one.
Jefferson.
We're going with silver.
All right. Last place. Here we come. Hey, you've been yelling at me for like the last 5 minutes. What are you doing? You want to come hang out? Sneezy cat? All right, I'm using the other tools I've got here, which is my grill. Just got started, gonna do up some hamburgers and try to make some rice. I made some chicken broth yesterday. Use some of that in the rice and maybe just a salad. I don't know. Got some fresh vegetables. We did all of our pickup yesterday, so we have all of our meats in the freezer and all of our vegetables for the next. I mean, probably enough food for the next 2 weeks, but you know, probably get some more vegetables next week. Keep it fresh. This is what I made yesterday. Chicken broth. Just scooping out the fat. So you put it in the fridge overnight, and then the next day you just scoop out all the fat that's gone to the top. It's where all the impurities are. It's not like a fat phobia thing. It's just that any impurities in the chicken. And that's why I'm kind of careful with what chicken I use for this. It's always pasture raised, regenerative farming, no GMO, all that stuff. I use, for this one, I use 4 chicken backs, like chicken bodies. I used like a half dozen feet and like a half dozen hearts. No livers this time, I just didn't have any on hand. But I think it still turned out pretty good, it smells good. But I'm gonna use this in the rice. I use half broth and half water for whatever amount of rice I'm making. Nice. So I've been gone for like a minute and a half, something like that. I just went to go check on the grill, and it's already boiling. I love induction. At home, or at the apartment, I guess we have a 4-burner gas range, and I definitely like cooking on gas too. But I really like the induction. This isn't even that great of an, and it's an IKEA 1-burner induction burner, and I just like the control and the quickness and speed, and the lack of actual physical heat is nice too, especially in the summer. So I just run hot. Yeah, definitely be doing that. Whenever we actually get a range or an oven for this, it will definitely be induction. Oh, I forgot. We have corn as part of our vegetable box, so we'll make some of that. All right, rice is resting. Burgers are ready. Let's go ahead and take them out. All right. There we are. Got them on. I'm gonna try to make anybody motion sick here, but this is what I look out on when I'm out here grilling. It's not bad. And we've got this right here. That is Christina's window from her work desk. She gets to watch me work and sweat all day. It's kind of nice. Here's the road. Man.
It's so nice.